So real quick, man, let's start where give us timeline to all the way up to now. Like as soon as you got out.
So I got out, Holmes, married, right?
Okay.
Well, before I got out, let me tell you real quick. 2 years before I paroled, I got cancer. Yeah, in there. My last 2 years, and I was thinking, fuck, and I was like, I started fainting.
Oh, what kind of cancer, if you don't mind me asking?
It's called AML. It's like a form of leukemia.
Okay.
They treat it the same way: bone marrow transplants, stem cell transplants, chemotherapy. Like I lost all my hair, everything, the whole 9 yards, Holmes, right? So then, when I paroled, obviously I was a cancer survivor by this time now because I beat it, and I was sent home with prescription medication, morphines, Norcos, Tramadol, shit like that. So I had already been sober like 4 years, like off my ex had she cleaned me up. She made me a better person. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, sober
and all that, and then but I was on prescription, so everything I did, like I still went to work. As soon as I got out, homie, I'm a tattoo artist. I went straight, got all my equipment, fucking started tattooing. I got in a shop. I was there for 6 years right here in Colton, Knuckleheads Tattoo, homie. Shout out the homies over there on Washington. And then but the whole time I was popping pills, and I did a lot of good things over there. We traveled to DC, New Orleans, like tattooing, all related, and we did charities for breast cancer for women who had mastectomy, like we covered their scars. But the whole time I was loaded.
Oh shit!
The whole time I was on pills, on morphines, and on Norcos, right? And I was buying shit out the street too. So I was taking my shit plus whatever the fuck I could find on the streets, like 6 more on top of my shit. So I started, and then I worked there, and anything good that I did, all was high, right? I was married, I was high. I was fucking a grandpa, I was high. I was tattooing, I was high. And then eventually, I got on fentanyl. Somebody introduced me to fentanyl right here in San Bernardino, over on Highland. And fucking once I tried fentanyl, I was like, whoa, shit.
Where was this shit at?
Yeah, it was good, homie. And it started with like 1, then I'll take like 2, then it ended
Test
up.
your limits.
And then, bro, I was all the way up to my prescription from my doctor, the morphines and stuff like that. Plus, I was up to like 10, 12, 13 morphines. Percocets a day. The M30s, the perks, the illegal ones.
Perk 30s.
So I was spending $100 a day on that shit.
Damn.
A day.
$10 a pill.
Yeah, $10 a pill.
Damn.
And so anyhow, I was married. I was all doped up. Finally, the hyena left me because of that, right? It just threw a whole fucking bag of problems that. Other than my addiction, I'm not a bad person. Like, I'm not abusive. Like, I don't yell at my wife. Like, I don't beat her. I don't cheat. Like, bro, I don't do none of that shit. So once I got rid of the addiction, like today, I'm sober. 16 months, home, I'm sober. I feel like I'm the best version of myself that I've ever been, Sure. And so after I got divorced, I just, I live alone now. I got my own place. Like, I'm doing shit responsible. I got my own place, got my ride, I got a Harley. Like, I got my shit cracking, right? And I got COVID one day and last year, and fucking, I at the tattoo shop, I couldn't go to work because, you got COVID. Ain't nobody want you over there.
Yeah. So
I was at home for like 2 weeks straight, bro. The shit would not go negative, homie. I was like, fuck. And I just started making TikTok videos. Somebody sent me a video, and I thought it was so funny that I just recreated it. Exactly kind of like how they did it. It was my little spin. And then after that, it hit. I was like, what the fuck? So then I was like, let me try another one. Because I had COVID, bro. I had nothing.
Shit else to do, so you gotta fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I found another one, and I did another one, and that one hit.
And prior to this, like, you ever have like a Facebook, MySpace?
Well, I've always had Instagram. I've been making funny shit, homie, for years, right? Yeah. But I used to post it, and then my homie would be like, "What the fuck, homie? You're
take it down."
Yeah, and he made me feel some type of way about it, and I would take it down. I never really gave it a chance to blow up. And they were good, homes. Now that I remember them, And so anyhow, I started making videos, and then I started going live because I was sick, and I just started getting all these fucking people just coming to fuck with what I had to say, and then. Today it's just carried on, but like I'm on another level now, right? And it's funny because these people have been with me the whole way from
They've
nothing.
seen your whole
From
journey.
they seen the idea. A lot of them, there's a handful of them, but so what happened was, I started this. After making videos and videos and videos, finally, the real story. What happened is that I got this crew, homie. Right? We call ourselves These Fools. So These Fools is me, Commitment Soldier. It's like the Fools Gone Wild Fools, right? We were like basically one of Fools Gone Wild's main supporters, and we all know him some way, like directly, indirectly, yeah. So we made our own group, and we're all on the internet. We're all on the same kind of platform. And what really happened with me was once I started blowing up, the Fools Gone Wild show came on, right? The 5-year anniversary that just passed a few months back. And I knew I had to do something to fucking utilize that platform to my benefit. So what I did is like 4 months before the concert, I started buying shit to give away. So I bought, I made, back then Food News wasn't Food News yet. It was American Stepchild. That's my brand.
Okay.
And so I had American Stepchild shirts to give. I had like 30, 40 of them. Then the homies from OG Family right here, shout out Rich and Mike. Them fools donated like 50 shirts. So I had stickers, shirts. I had fucking Fools Gone Wild beer, and I fucking gave it all away, homes. Up and down the fucking YouTube theater. So by the time, and then I got on stage because these fools put me on stage. They were looking for a sick ass fool, homie, and there's no sicker fool than me. And I was front row center, so the homie Concrete, shout out that fool, he put me up on stage.
That's what's up.
So by that's what made me viral. That shit, the next day, my fucking phone sounded like a casino fucking slot machine, homie. That motherfucker would not stop. I never experienced that.
Yeah.
To this day, I haven't experienced that. So, Fools Gone Wild got a powerful fucking platform, homie. You know what I'm saying? And I know that. Like I said, I'm smart. So I'm not gonna lie, homie. I used that fool's platform to fucking blast myself up because nobody there else was giving shit away. They were selling those beers I was giving away. They were selling them for $20 a pop at the fucking concession stand. Yeah, $20 for one 8-ounce can. And I was giving.
No,
a punk ass beer. The Fools Gone Wild
like a
beer.
shot glass.
The Fools Gone Wild beer.
Yeah.
They were selling them for $20 a pop.
God damn.
And I gave away 3 cases in the parking lot.
That's
what's up.
And it went viral, homie.
hell yeah.
Everybody was like, this fool right here is cool as fuck, homie.
You
And
ain't asking for shit. You just
I
giving
not
it
shit.
away.
I went there. I was like Santa Claus, Cholo Claus and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my homeboy Local Pez, homes. But yeah, home. So after that day, I said, "Oh shit, I fucking got something here," because my phone would not stop. Every reel that I made after that went viral, went viral. So then I said, "Okay, well, I gotta make something now. Like, what's the next step? Like,
how you come up with this?
Well, I'm getting to that. Yeah. The next thing that happened was I created a song called La Sonia. It's I don't know if we could play it here. I'm down to bust it.
I'll top it in.
So I'm gonna email it to you.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I did La Sonia, and that shit went viral. And after that, I just kept the momentum going. I started printing more shirts. And then one day I was up on a trip to Sacramento, right? And I'll send it right now.
Yeah. I
was on a trip to Sacramento, and when I was in prison, Holmes, I used to watch this show called California's Gold with Hugh Hauser. It's some fool from like Tennessee that moved to California, and he like fell in love with the landscape and the history, and he just started reporting on all, like kind of like how I do, but like on landmarks and food and history and culture. And I watched this motherfucker for 10 years straight, Holmes, every day, and on PBS. And so I love that show. So before Food News started, I already knew I was going to do it. I just didn't know how I was going to do it. Like, I didn't even know I was going to use this logo. And then one day I was driving to Sacramento, and the Fox News logo popped up somewhere, and I was like, I'm gonna change that shit. So I fucking screenshotted it and I sent it to my homeboy. And I was like, hey, fool, do me a favor, change this shit up for me, put it Food News. Then he sent it back to me like in 5 minutes, like this. Boom, done. I was like, thank you.
Okay.
So I posted it on Instagram, I said food news. I made the whole page. Like I fucking went on there. I'm driving up the 99 freeway, bro, and I'm fucking creating an Instagram for Food News Network. And there's other Food News Networks out there, but they're like their pages are. I have underscores. So I changed it up, and then I said okay, and I put it up. I said Food News coming soon, and everybody was like, "The fuck is this? Like, what are you doing, bro?" I said, "Don't trip."
You made them curious, so they're like, oh,
I left it for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
And fucking, but I was like, they forgot about it already. And then I just started posting videos from Sacramento. I was in the Black Chasm Caverns in Jackson, California, and I sat there and I made up a whole story about how the miner's name was like James Puccolini, and he hired all the local tweakers from the foothills to come up and excavate and made him rich in 1849 and blah blah blah. Whatever, but it was funny. So people fucking were like, this shit's pretty funny, you know. And I made another one and another one, and it just didn't stop. And people were like, bro, keep doing it. So then shit got serious at times, you know? Like a real story came up, and now people are sending me all day long, bro. They're sending me news stories. Okay. They're sending me videos that they take on their phone, like, bro.
Post this shit. Like,
some shit I post, some shit I don't, because they don't see what I see, you know what I'm saying? So what happened was, I just started reporting on like some real shit at times, but I just talk how I talk. Like, I don't try to front for nobody. So I think that's what people like.
Authentic, man. People
and then,
be yourself.
And then they see me like on platforms like this, and they're like, "Oh, this food we know a lot about." Like, I'm not just some food that's just like, "Hey, here I am, fucking Food News reports. Look at me." They're like, at least they know this food. They know the backstory to me. There's like, I don't hide shit. I don't hide behind no mask. I do have a mask, but I you know, people know it's me under there. You know what I'm saying?